So, over the last 2 years, ever since Vince McMahon resigned from WWE due to sexual allegations, of course, in July of 2022, and Triple H first took over creative, I've really been covering the Vince McMahon story back and forth from him coming back on the board in January 2023 to the sale to TKO, basically to Vince being out of the picture again, to Triple H being in charge of creative, to these new allegations that are now against Vince McMahon. But I'm going to take a different approach today because obviously there is so much to talk about when it comes to those just absolutely disgusting and heinous things that are coming out of Vince and this new lawsuit. But also now who's involved, obviously, is Brock Lesnar. And WWE basically trying to eliminate Brock Lesnar from its history books. And it sounds like the Beast Incarnate is not going to be a playable character in WWE 2K24 unless obviously you use mods or the PC version or you break the game, obviously. There are going to be ways because it was too late to completely remove him from the game. But the fact that 2K has taken this step to remove Brock Lesnar, I think tells you all you need to know. Now, as you guys may or may not know, I am an avid gamer. I don't talk gaming a lot in this channel. Obviously, we are a sports channel. I talk all things sports, but in my free time, I game a lot. The two titles I mostly play are Madden and WWE 2K. I used to play a lot of NBA 2K until the shot meter came in and the game was just broken. You can't really make a shot. And then I play MLB The Show, here and there during baseball season. But the two games I play year round are mostly Madden and WWE. And I'm excited for WWE2K24. I'm excited for the new match types, including Gauntlet, Ambulance, Casket, the new backstage brawls, the additions to my GM. I'm really excited. So I'm really excited to see where this game goes, and I can't wait to play it when it comes out early in March. But the fact that 2K, which by the way, Brock is included in the road to WrestleMania, the 40 years of WrestleMania as of right now. Which by the way, I'm a little bit disappointed that they didn't have one match from at least every single WrestleMania. I thought it kind of lazy on 2K's part, to be honest with you. I think if you're gonna have a 40 years to WrestleMania mode, you got to do the same thing you did a decade ago with the 30 years of WrestleMania and do WrestleMania 1 through 40, even if some of the wrestlers you don't have rights to anymore because they're in AEW. I get it, but now with Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker seemingly in that mode, I have no idea if they're going to take it out. But the fact that if Brock Lesnar is erased from WWE history, essentially, like the WWE is also done with its damn founder in Vince McMahon, doesn't tell you how serious these allegations are. It's absolutely insane. And is Roman Reigns now technically the one? Obviously, the tribal chief, the undisputed, the head of the table, but is the big dog Roman Reigns technically the one to defeat the Undertaker streak? Think about how monumental crazy that is. Maybe the most shocking outcome in the history of WrestleMania may be tainted now. It's just bizarre. It's crazy. It's weird. Brock Lesnar, pretty much from 2012 to last year, I could be wrong on this, only did not main event SummerSlam 3 times. That was 2013 when he wrestled CM Punk. Obviously, he came back in 2012. He main evented against Triple H. 2013, he wrestled CM Punk. That was the year where John Cena and Daniel Bryan main evented, but he had an incredible no disqualification match with CM Punk. Then 2014 was the beating and the conquering of Suplex City of John Cena, the absolute dominance of Brock Lesnar. 2015 then was The Undertaker. 2016 was Randy Orton. 2017 was that fatal four-way with Braun Strowman, Samoa Joe, and Roman Reigns. 2018 was Roman Reigns. 2019 was Seth Rollins. 2020, he was not around due to the COVID pandemic. 2021 was when he returned after Roman Reigns beat John Cena. And then 2022 was obviously that spot with Roman Reigns where he used the tractor and lifted the ring in their last man standing match which was just incredible. It might be, and I've said this before, my favorite spot of all time. And then obviously this year, putting over Cody Rhodes. So Brock Lesnar over the last decade has been synonymous with SummerSlam. He's been in multiple main events of WrestleMania. He's obviously a multi-time world champion. But Brock now, being involved in the match with Goldberg at WrestleMania 20 was one thing he was known for before coming back to WWE after a stint in the UFC. But Brock is such a big name now, and Brock is just this guy that'll come in and do anything for you, that his star power in WWE, I think a little bit has been missed on television. You could tell that they were planning for him to come back at the Royal Rumble and do something with Dominic Mysterio, because Dom's just been hanging out with the Judgment Day. But it's insane to me that Brock is basically going to be erased from WWE history. Um, it's crazy to think about. There's going to be more to this story, obviously, but again, I think the fact that 2K went out of their way to, unless you are a PC gamer and you know how to cheat the system and code and mod, you're not going to be able to play with Brock Lesnar in WWE 2K24. And this comes on the heels of him being a former 2K cover star, him being on the cover of SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain, him ending the Undertaker's undefeated streak at WrestleMania, him having maybe the most memorable spot in wrestling history, the long, illustrious history, as Gunther would say, of this great sport. And that's the tractor lift at SummerSlam of 2022. Insanity, wild year. Obviously, just the reports that have come out have been disgusting. It's been hard to discuss. It's been hard to read. It's been hard to watch unfold. It's sometimes been hard to follow the product on screen. I just talked about Elimination Chamber in the last segment. But even when you're watching, people like Triple H come out and, you're getting all these cheers, from myself included, it's hard to look back and say, did he know? And we're going to find out more about this story. Here on Brand's World, we will cover it. But Brock Lesnar being removed from 2K, once again, I think tells you all you need to know about the series of the situation. And it's just insane that one of the most, um, how do you say it? One of the biggest stars and arguably one of the most important stars to the success of the business easily in the last decade, and one of the most well-known stars not only in WWE or in UFC. His life could be tainted by all that's going on. Just absolute insanity today in the world.
Like that clip from the Brand's World podcast? If so, make sure you go down there and hit that subscribe button. While you're down there hitting the subscribe button, make sure to also hit the notification bell so you never miss another upload. And make sure you check out all the other clips from the Brand's World podcast right here on YouTube.